Assalamu alaikum طلاب. Today we are talking about A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor, and we are discussing part 1 from critical analysis. So moral ambiguity. Flannery O'Connor masterfully portrays the moral ambiguity of her characters, revealing the complexity and contradiction within their ethical beliefs and action. The story blurs the lines between good and evil, challenging readers to consider the true nature of morality. And we can see that in the character of the misfit, especially because he acts in a very good way while he is a criminal, and also in the character of the grandmother who pretends to be a religious women, but she had manipulative and ruined character. So these contrasting elements show how good and evil are interacting between each other. Also, we have the grandmother's superficial morality, and we see the outward appearances versus inner reality. So, the grandmother considers herself a morally upright person, adhering to what she believes are traditional Southern values. She dresses as a lady and frequently invokes God and moral righteousness. However, her actions often contradict her self-perception. For example, she lies to her family about the location of the plantation, manipulates them to get her way, and shows little genuine concern for others, especially those of different social or racial backgrounds. She is somehow racist, and she is manipulative, she is shallow, and she is all in all, she is not considered a good woman. But she has a moment of grace at the end of her life. Despite her flaws, the grandmother experiences a moment of grace at the story's climax. As she faces death, she reaches out to the misfit, seeing him as one of her babies, a recognition of their shared humanity. This moment complicates her character, suggesting that despite her superficial morality, she is capable of a deeper, more authentic moral insight. Yet, this insight comes too late to save her, highlighting the story's exploration of the limits of moral redemption. So she has a kind of she redeemed her actions because she feels how other people are human and can be hurt by her or by others, but it was too late for her because she was killed by the misfit. We also have the misfit as a destructive morality because he is a complex villain. The misfit is one of Faulkner's most complex characters, embodying moral ambiguity in a profound way. He is a murderer and a self-proclaimed nihilist who believes that there is no pleasure but meanness. However, he also grapples with deep philosophical and theological questions, particularly about sin, punishment, and the nature of Jesus Christ. This intellectual depth contrasts with his violent actions, making him a figure of moral complexity rather than a straightforward villain. So you will not hate the misfit because he will or the writer wanted to show him as someone who is betrayed by the society, and he did not understand how to act with others. So somehow you will feel sorry for him. Philosophical reflection. The misfits' reflections on the nature of good and evil reveal his inner turmoil. He recognizes the contradictions in his own beliefs, particularly when he admits that he wasn't sure what he did wrong to deserve his punishment. This is the first punishment he is talking about, suggesting that his moral compass is deeply skewed yet still functioning. His rejection of the grandmother's offer of grace followed by his statement that she